everything alright. I got the blues. Yes, and the blues. It's got me.
Welcome back to Rod's Radios. Today on the bench we have an example of a transistor radio from around 1974. It's a Roberts radio model R505 and it actually works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it at all, except that it does use this type of battery. It's a PP9 battery, 9-volt battery, and these batteries are getting increasingly harder and harder to source, and also they're quite expensive now. I looked these up to see if I could buy them locally. None of the shops had them. However, I could buy them online, but they were going to cost about 15 euros plus postage, which could have ended up 20-25 euros. So that wasn't going to happen. Instead, I'm going to try and manufacture a PP9 battery by using these Duracell AA size batteries, 6 of them, to make up the 9 volts required. I'm going to chop up this unit here, take out the guts and fill it with the 6 AA batteries to make up the 9 volts. So let's see what happens. First thing is to slice across the top of the battery here and take out the guts. For this purpose I'm going to use the cordless rotary tool that I bought in Lidl recently. That should do the job. And hey presto, here we have one battery. And look what's inside. A heap more batteries, just like I'm going to do. And this is the battery pack that was inside the box. It consists actually of 12 cells, each 1.5 volts. 6 of them are in series and each one has another one in parallel, but it still gives out 9 volts. Now mine's going to do the same, hopefully, but it won't have as many cells in it. But, however, it'll still give the 9 volts. 6 batteries, 1.5 volts each, 9 volts. I've hot glued the 6 batteries together in zigzag fashion. And now I'm going to roughen up the surfaces in order to take solder properly, because I'm going to link these all together to make up the 9 volts. Here we go. So the next thing is to rev up the soldering iron and solder the tops of each of these in order to join them together with wires. Now I'm going to put a drop of solder on each of these terminals in order to take the joining wires. Let's see how that goes. 1. 2. And so on. That's better. I'll do the rest off camera. I'm joining up the 6 cells together in series, plus to minus to the following battery and minus to plus to the next battery. My first joint wasn't the best, so we'll just do that one again. That's better. And snip off. And do the same for the other batteries. Again, I'll do this off camera. And here's the completed battery pack made up of the 6 cells connected in series. And it's reading a healthy 9.72 volts. Perfect. All that remains now is to put the battery pack back into the container from whence it came, connect it up to the terminals on the top lid, and Bob's your uncle. I've placed the cells, the connected cells, in bubble wrap to stop them rattling around in its original container. The pack is now ready to be popped back into the container, like so. And then, what way does this go? This goes on like this, because I did mark it before I started cutting the top off it. And I'll finally seal it up with some hot glue along the surface here. Again, I'll do this off camera. And there's the battery pack, ready to go back into the radio.
Green.
Gúnta Heraldic's been there, spree winch lishing at me.
We need that more. No stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my.
Perfect. After I finished making this cell pack, I found another battery that needed to be restuffed. So again, I opened it as before. However, I found that the architecture inside was completely different. This looks more like an original battery, whereas this one looks like someone had cobbled this cell pack together. 2 different batteries producing exactly the same voltage, but quite different. So if you have been, thanks for watching. Bye.